Earlier that summer, Harry was sitting in his room all alone. He hadn't eaten for days, and the Dursleys had made sure that he didn't get any food parcels. They also made sure that Harry didn't send any letters by killing Hedwig. Harry remembers the day they killed her. It was only hours after he had arrived back from school. "Boy, come here," Vernon yelled at his nephew. Harry didn't know how his life was going to change in that instant. "Bring that bloody bird." Harry carried Hedwig over and handed it to his uncle. His uncle then pulled out a shotgun with a silencer on it and shot Hedwig in less than a second. White feathers scattered the floor. "Hedwig!" Harry screamed as he tried to get over to his dead bird's body. He was stopped by his uncle. Harry had never gotten beaten before except for Dudley, but he had always managed to escape. His was different. Vernon was way bigger and stronger than Dudley. Harry was unconscious in the hour. When he came to, Harry went for a walk. He was scavenging for newspapers and bins, like he did last year, when he laid eyes on a black figure lying in a pool of something, trying to get up. Harry ran over to find a girl in a pool of blood. "Oh my God," Harry said as he leaned over her. "Are you all right?" She looked up at the speaker, then at his scar. "I do not need your help, Harry Potter," she said. "You're a witch," Harry said, surprised. "There wasn't any witches or wizards for miles." "Not for long," she said as she grabbed a metal pole for support. "Let me help you, please," Harry said as she looked at him. "Why would the famous Harry Potter want to help a commoner? I'm sure you have bigger problems," she said. Why do you think I wouldn't help you?" Harry said. He really didn't need any more reminding of Voldemort. She then fell into his arms unconscious. He took her to the garden shed where he first laid eyes on her. Her face was bruised and bleeding like the rest of her body. She was the most beautiful thing Harry had ever seen. Hours turned into days. Days into weeks. Her name was Maria. She told him that her father was the one responsible for the beatings. They had begun to fall in love. One day Vernon walked in on the two while they were eating. Vernon took the liberty to return the girl back to her father. The beatings had gotten worse than they were before. Harry thought of the memory. It was hard to believe that it had only happened 3 weeks ago. It seemed like an eternity.